So Jackie and I were just going to have a little reflection on our May courses, which have just finished. We will not be starting another cohort until September, so we've got plenty of time to prepare. But I had a couple of reflections. One of the ones was that every single 6-week course that we do has a different flavor because one of the things we know about long COVID, ME, and CFS is it affects people differently. And I know Jackie and I follow a curriculum, but our clients are the most important things. So we start off with this is what we're going to teach. And I love going off piste, but it is absolutely to help the individuals. So it's, the questions that we get asked are always on point, and it makes it individual for the person. And like I said, every course, every kind of like cohesive group comes together in a very different way. So I love seeing that happen, that joining of like minds, all wanting just to have a tool. Um, so that was one. The second one was I got a comment from one of the clients who is going through physiotherapy, and her physiotherapist said to her, "You are the fastest progressing patient that I have had in this 6 weeks that you've been doing this functional breathing. The physiotherapy that I'm teaching you is sticking because you're in the right space breathing wise." So that was just a lovely little bit of positive feedback. The last one is my level 2 class. Love that one. Breathing mechanics. Vicky loves that. But I love the fact that it keeps me learning new things. And the same with level 1. But level 2 breathing mechanics, I love sharing what we know. And it is just part of why I love what I'm doing. It's the sharing. So once again, grateful for the last 6 weeks. How about you, Jackie?
Yeah, I mean, I agree with so much of what you've just said, and I feel the same. I think each person who comes along to each group helps to shape that group. So although we're teaching the same, as you say, curriculum, it very much is guided by the people there, which is why everyone, each individual cohort has that, slightly nuanced thing, and the groups they create that space themselves, and I think I learn from them as well. I think it has to go both ways. I learn so much from the people that I work with, so I'm very, very grateful for those people showing up. And although they're learning from me, I am definitely learning from them too. And I think there was also a piece of feedback that I had, that made me realize how much we need to put on the simple things. So, we come along, as you just said, with this big curriculum. Well, it's not a big curriculum, but what we want to teach, what we think is important, what we're covering in each session, in each week. And, that is what we want to teach people. That's the message we want to put across. But equally important is holding that space for those people. Each time they come in, they're coming in to learn, but they're also coming into your space or my space. And that holding that for them and making them feel safe in that space is also, certainly as important as what we're actually teaching. And, I think I forget, that sometimes those little things are the big things.
Mhm.
And, I said this while I was recovering, and I still say it now. And I sometimes forget it for myself. The little things are the big things.
Yeah.
And that is what's important, I think.